Good evening. I'm Alexander Guerrero. It's October 16 of the year 2024, and this is your favorite TV show, 99 News, reporting the most relevant news at the moment in Chihuahua, Mexico. In today's show, we're going to talk about the latest game in the sports. We're also going to listen to Leonardo telling us how the Allegro show went, the latest news in the movies, and also politics in Mexico. And for last but not less important, local news. Now, let's go straight to the point. What's going on in the sports? To answer that question, we have an expert in the theme. Ladies and gentlemen, with us, Julian Aragon. How's your day going, Julian?
It's going just fine, Alex.
Well, that's awesome. Tell us, what's going on in the sports?
Thank you, Alex. I'll take it for now. In this recent news from the sports around the world, we are presenting the most important and interesting sport news, like, for example, the Olympics, football, soccer, and more. Here, we are taking from the recent soccer news. In the most recent news, the FIFA confirms what is going to be the next World Cup. It will be in 3 countries now, in Mexico, USA, and Canada. I can't wait for the World Cup. Now we're going for the most interesting news from football. Now the NFL confirms who will be the next artist to present the halftime. It will be the rapper Kendrick Lamar. It will be very exciting to see who will win. Finally, we are over with this last news from the Olympics. The public are criticizing the hygiene from the Siena River and how it affects the competitor health, making the study of the Olympics a disaster. In general, the sports this year and what will happen the next are getting very interesting and exciting.
Yeah. Thank you, Julian. That was an amazing resume. Now, what's happening in Mexico politics today? Well, I will give you the answer. Not long ago, Mexico had an historical event, and also in North America. For the first time in the history of Mexico, a woman came to the power. She's the president. After 200 years of independence, the first woman, Claudia Sheinbaum, came to the power. We hope that she does well during this 6-year term and that she managed to improve this country. On the other hand, judicial power is having a reform. Was a very controversial issue. Many were against it and many others were in favor. However, I don't know what the preference was. The approval of most of the reform proposed by the now ex-president Andrés Manuel López Obrador was approved by a majority vote. Also, some of them reforms continue to be discussed due to their complex nature. That is why we continue to wait for news in this little area, and of course 99 News will be the first to tell you what's going on just when they're right out of the oven. Now, for sure, everybody's thinking, how was Allegro? Also, how's going in Tex community? Well, to answer that and more questions, we bring to the studio one of the guitarists of this year's Allegro and an active member of Tex community. Dear public, with us, Leonardo Perez Gavilan Carlin.
Thank you, Alexander. Now, in other news, Allegro didn't disappoint us this year either. With the dances of the Mexican show and the instrumental of the rock show, Allegro made an excellent performance, impressing us once again.
Well, Leo, who do you think gave a better performance?
Well, in my opinion, I think that the Mexican had better dances, but the rock one had better instruments and overall performance. Also, Tec de Monterrey also had a book festival, putting books that went from horror to science. The book festival was an enjoyable event too, that also counted with a special guest that won a poetry award in Tijuana. She gave a talk about her experiences and motivated the students to be more creative. Finally, the gym was renovated this semester finally, and students are going daily at all hours, from morning to evening. There is always someone training.
Do you think it's because of video of seeing insane physics that makes them feel weak?
Partly. Nowadays, a common physique from today is one of the most insane physiques from decades ago. It's like nothing is enough.
Yeah.
Thank you, Leo. Now, what's going on in the theaters? Last week, the second Joker movie was released in theaters. According to IMDb and Film Animati, the movie was a failure. on both platforms. It goes a score less than 6 out of 10. Add to a very possible failure at the box office. Leaving aside the story for adults, not long ago the new movie from the studio DreamWorks, The Wild Robot, came out. This, contrary to the happened with Joker, it got a very good reviews at Rotten Tomatoes. It got a 98% approval, and an AMDb it got a 85, and it's also raised $1,052 million in review, positioning it among the best movies of the year. I highly recommend it. You go, sit. And to finish, but not less important, the next October 24, the last movie of the Venom trilogy, will be released in theaters. It seems that this time the movie will be more exciting, with more action and more violence than the last time. Here at 99 News, we are waiting for a very good movie, and that unlike that last one, you don't fall asleep in your seat. Well, that was the entertainment news on today. Now, the last part of the show, what's going on in Chihuahua. Now, we're bringing back...
Thank you again, Alex. Today I present to you the local news from Chihuahua, Mexico, with a focus on the most relevant news. And in the most recent news, in Chihuahua, were caught 2 men for family abuse. These suspects are called Alfredo and Alonso. We hope these men will be judged correctly. We also have a section dedicated to the climate. For example, the meteorologists are expecting a cold wind in almost all Mexico, and this state is including Chihuahua, and in general, the north. So prepare your jackets and hot chocolate, because the cold here will be freezing of almost -1 Celsius. Finally, here in Chihuahua there are so many news, and in your journal we are informing you the most interesting and important news of the city. Thank you all for your attention, and thank you, Alex, for all. See you later. That's right. We will be waiting for you every day to give you the news all day at 6 p.m. until 7. We hope to see you soon. Have a good day and be happy.
That's right. We will be waiting for you every day to give you news at 6 a.m. till 7 a.m. We hope to see you soon. Have a good day and be happy.